Welcome friends, it is I, your host Oscar, and it's time for the Sunday vlog, and in the background will be Path of Exile, which just came out recently. So me and Jinx played it for a couple hours, and we're gonna give you about however long this vlog goes of it. So, Path of Exile, I'll talk about that real quick, then we'll talk about Smite. Path of Exile is a very much Diablo 2 game. If you like Diablo 2, this is a game you'll like. It's a lot of grinding, a lot of killing things, a lot of different skills you can do, a lot of looting. It's a dungeon crawler for you. Well, it's not really... Is that the right way to put it? I don't think about dungeon crawler. Diablo 1 is really dungeon crawlery, and then 2 kinda. But if you like Diablo 2, this is your game. It's also free to play, and it's pretty good for that. You get equipment, you get sockets. Now, in this game, sockets aren't for stats. Well, you can put stats on your sockets, I think, but it's more so that the gems you put in the sockets are your skills. So I guess that's more like materia from FF7. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's how it is. Yeah. So you get like a skill that you use for like a one-handed sword, and you put it in a one-handed... Well, you can put it in your armor, and it'll still give you that skill for the one-handed sword. You don't have to put it in the sword itself. So that's pretty cool there. And then you get like Q through T, and then you get left click, middle click, and right click for all your abilities. Default left click is your basic attack, and then you have all these other abilities you can do. Now you're going to see I am the duelist, and Jinx is the rogue. So she's an archer, and I am a dude with a sword, and I think I go dual sword at some point. Now, I named my character Keanu effing Reeves because he looks like Keanu Reeves. He really does. If you look at the character select and you look at him, he looks like freaking Keanu Reeves. So that's why I named him that. So my character's name is Keanu effing Reeves. So I am the savior. I am the one in that game. So that's funny to me. So yeah, if you want to play a Diablo-like game, there you go. Play that. Let's see. Let's talk about Smite, or we'll talk about this patch first. Then we'll talk about the 1 year stream. So let's talk about Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong is fun. He's very interesting. I don't think he's broken. I think he's just fun and interesting there, and he's very squishy, and that's why his passive helps him out. But he can be very easy to kill, but also hard to kill at the same time. That a bird ability allows him to get the hell out of things pretty well. He can also ox to get out if he wants. Then his tiger can do some real good damage on people, and also it stuns. His one, where he elongates a staff, can do some good amount of damage, and it's really good for poking in lane, and really good for just clearing minions. It's very nice. And then his 2 is good for a pop-up to keep you out of doing things, just like Sovik's Tail Whip. I think it has a longer range as well. It's a little bit slower on the rotate, though. His ultimate, though, it has so much going on with it. I go, damn, he has CC immunity, and then he's up in a cloud, so he's immune to damage. He's got a copy that's doing damage for him, and if you build a full, that thing hurts. Even if it dies, you're still invulnerable. They just know where you are. And then you do damage when you come back down, and it's ranged. So there's a lot of things going on with that ult. He does a lot of things with one ult, and it feels like too much, but when it's actually in practice, it's alright. It is annoying trying to kill him, though. Like, I don't know. I don't know if he should be CC immune while he's doing that or not, but I guess he has to be, just because every ult is except for Baka's partially. But, he's just really freaking hard to kill. Well, he's really squishy, so he's easy to kill, but he's also hard to kill at the same time. If he times his ult at the right time, he'll survive. If he doesn't, then he's just dead in the water. But an advantage you can do is you do your ult and quickly jump down, and then you have him and a copy wailing on you, and you have to fight them both, which is a very interesting combination there. And it's easy to tell when you're fighting the copy just because of how they fight, and you see a lack of abilities and just how hard they're hitting you. It's kind of easy to tell, but it's kind of funny when you do your ult, and Fenrir grabs him with his ult, and that's just funny as hell to see. Or people just spam ults on him, or CC, or whatever. It's just funny to see them do that, because there's... Like, how can you not tell? It just cracks me up. Now, League. So, I just got done doing 5 matches of Arena League right now. I got 4 wins in a row, then a loss. We lost because Hebo would not buy beads, and we're fighting Ares. He insisted that he didn't need them because of his ult, but his ult, he never hit anyone with it. He just kept leaving with it. So 300 gold for beads so that you can use your ult whenever you want, instead of having to use it every time you get ulted. So we lost there. We lost by like 3 tickets though. But we could have done a whole lot better than we did. I recorded the first match, and that'll be going up on Tuesday. Let's see, Monday's game is Domination with Sun Wukong, and it was me and the Finch, and we were both monkeys, so we got me as Sun Wukong and him as Hunbats, and that's a funny game because we're just hopping monkeys everywhere. And it was interesting because we actually had a DC, and I can't remember how close it was, but we were able to win it in the end. other, besides that was a, let's see here. We also have Arachne in the jungle, and just noting how it affects gold gain. I have someone in the game kills a lot, and I kill a good amount, but I'm focusing on farming, and I'm barely behind them in gold. So I talk a lot about the gold gain and how I feel about it and how I don't like it, how it slows down action and everything. And someone talked about this, someone mentioned this in the comments of one of the videos, I think for the patch I made. And that is, that Ares' focus is more on objectives. And you can tell that in the way he's replying to people when they complain about it. He's like, you should be focusing objectives. And he's like, yeah. And I think for that, you need to make objectives more lucrative. You need to make them worth more so that people go for them instead of kills. Because killing on a base level is very satisfying. Killing people is very satisfying on a base level. And then winning after that. Like, winning is the overall thing at the end of the day. But you will get killing immediately compared to winning, which takes a while to happen. So, because of that and the human condition of that, people really like to kill things. And it doesn't matter how cheap you make gold, people are just going to keep doing kills and complain about it. Like, I mean, how cheap you make gold gains, people are just going to keep killing and complain about it. The best you can do is to make objectives worth more. That's what I feel, is make towers worth more, make the gold fear worth more, make fire giant worth more, make the phoenixes worth something more. And by doing that, the better players will know that objectives are what you need to do, and then they'll win more games, while the people who only focus on killing will lose more games. I think that's the better way to do it than to punish killing, is to reward objective clearing. That should be the better way to do it. But right now we're going for just punishing killing a lot, and that's not really the way to go about it, I feel. It just slows down action for those who actually know what the hell they're doing. They won't go for as many kills. And the only time you should kill it will be late game, and that's just so that they're on timer, so that you can just finish the map. And that makes for a boring ass game. That really does, and I'm not a fan of that, especially because they keep saying we want more action, more action, more action, and now it's we want a finer game. If you want a finer game, and you still want action, you gotta find a way to balance that. Right now, this is not the way to balance that. Now, if you want a slower paced game, then go ahead. That's what they're doing right now. And they made the little gold adjustment, and I still don't know if that's enough. It's only... You only get about 150 gold to 250 gold per kill, depending on what time the match is going and all that stuff. And it still slows it down. I think 200 to 300 would be better. That should be the better way to go about. 150 I still think is not enough. 200 I think could help out better than that. But that's the way it's going right now, and we'll see how that develops over time. Now, Ares is giving away some spoilers. Gold Alclong's coming out soon. The rework of Vulcan comes out this Wednesday. I have not been playing Vulcan at all because I knew this was coming, so I don't want to, I'm not going to learn anything because it's not going to apply anymore. We're going to see what they do to Vulcan. If he's just physical, that's kind of weird, but we'll see what they do to him there. And a lot of the items on both sides are starting to become the samey anyway. You have Divine Ruin and Divine Wrath, and you got the Beat Stick and the Brawler's Cudgel, and then you just have a lot of items that are starting to become very much the same for both sides, and there's a couple nuances here and there, but there's a lot that's becoming just samey on both sides. And that's good in some ways and bad in others, and we'll see how that goes. Then the week after should be Amuzen, which is, I think that's how his name is, and that is basically right now, the picture placeholder for him is Sunny, the Honey Cheerios bee. And that'll be fun to see. Let's see, what else going on with that patch? Anything else? Oh, the 15-minute timer on surrender, I think, since they added that in, I think the gold gain should be better just because people are going to be in the match longer, and they'll get a better feel for things instead of just surrendering at 10 minutes. 15 might help with that. And this is only in Conquest. I think Assault, Domination, all the other modes are still 10 minutes, but Conquest should be 15 minutes now. Let's see, is there anything about Smite besides we talk about the stream? Oh, the Zeus ult change. That is a good change for him. Him being able to put his ult down quicker is definitely wrecking people a lot better. It's still possible to get out of that thing pretty easily, but he's getting more hits in at least, and that makes him stronger. Does it make him OP? No way. It does make him a hell of a lot stronger, though. Let's talk about the stream then. So, as you know, we did a stream for 11 hours on Sunday, and then like 6 hours on Saturday. Some of Saturday is on Twitch to look at. The entire 11 hours, for the most part, is on Twitch from the Sunday. That's what we did for our anniversary, of course. And we did a lot. We did a lot. And we're taking the highlights from that. We're going to put videos up. So Ymir's, the 10 Ymir's already up. The Bach is going to be up eventually. I don't know, before this or after this stream. And there's going to be various highlights from everything else. So we played a lot of games. We played Smite for 8 hours. Then we did TF2, Receiver, Don't Starve. I think we played one more other game. We played a lot of games. A lot of games. Well, 5 games is probably not as much, but we played for a lot of time. 11 hours is how long the stream was. Now, another stream of that length will not happen until maybe, it depends on football season, because there's a lot of family that comes around for football season. No one was around last time, that week, so I was able to stream so much. I'll be able to stream in smaller chunks in the future. Currently, we're looking at maybe streaming Monday, and the exact time and all that will be put up in a video. So hopefully, we figure out when we'll stream and we'll put it there. At the end, eventually what I would like to do is maybe stream for 1 to 2 hours 2 times a day, which would be in the morning. And this would be good for EU people because evidently Britain or Europe or London, I don't know the correct name for any of these things. Britain's a place, London's a city in there, right? Okay. Europe, let's just say Europe. Europe's about 12 hours away from me, which means when I went at noon, it was midnight over there. So if I'm doing a morning video thing or a morning to afternoon kind of thing, and then I'll get NA players in the morning, and then European people before bedtime for them, and then doing another stream at night, then I get the European people in the morning, and I get us at night. And I should get an interesting grouping there. And the reason for this is because we have international subs. There's people from everywhere. We got like Oh My Glob is from South Africa. Lady Karana is from Romania. We have people from everywhere. And because of that, I want to be accessible to them. I want us to be able to reach out and have fun with everybody that I can. Now, if you're in a weird area where I'm in your morning and night where you're sleeping at some point, I'm sorry I can't get to you. But in the future, we can stream at other sporadic times. Right now, Monday is what it's looking like for now, and we'll see what other times we'll have as well. Other things, we're working on sound quality. As you know, the sound quality wasn't that great because it was based on the headset. We'll probably switch to the Samson. The problem with the Samson is it's a lot finer than a headset. It's, when I talk quietly, I'm very much quiet. When I am loud, I'm very much loud. And so it has a lot of extremes, but it'll have better quality. There won't be as much background noise. But we're working on getting some software that'll give us, a ceiling and a floor, so that I'm not too quiet at any time. Like, if I'm quiet, it'll bring it up, and if I'm too loud, it'll bring it down. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find software that can do that, and right now we're working on that, and we'll see how that goes. Because you know us, you know how we care about quality. We do a lot. Now, a thing is, I want to go over this, is the argument of quantity versus quality. And for us, we do both. That's the way I feel it is. We make a crap ton of videos. We make a lot of videos. We make 13 to I think this week we made 16 videos, maybe 17. We made a lot of videos this week because of the stream and everything and the patch. So we do a lot. We make a lot of videos. And we do our damnedest to make it quality every time. So we are quantity and quality. We put in a lot of work to everything we do. We always give it our A game. We do not cut any corners. We give it our A game every time for you guys and gals. Because that's how we feel about it. You should give something quality. Now, do I feel jealous of people who they just do whatever? They just record, they have terrible quality on their audio and whatever visual and all that stuff, they pop it out. But because of their personality or whatever, they get more views and likes than us in subs? No, I'm not jealous of that at all. It works for them, so there you go. Works for them, great for them. But that's not going to change how we do things. It's not going to change how we care about quality for you guys and gals. Because as you get bigger, you need to have that quality. Because eventually the cracks show on that. Again, I'm not saying anything bad about other streamers or YouTubers in any way by saying that. I'm saying, I guess that meant, I didn't mean it that way though. But that's not what I mean. I'm saying is, quality really shows through at the end of the day, I think. And I think it's something that is appreciated. And that's why we do it. Because I like quality streams, quality YouTube videos. I like to not have my ears dying from things, and I like a good visual scene there. I'm willing to deal with bad graphics and stuff if I like the personality, and that's what shows through. Personalities can really change things, can really make you not care about certain things. That's great, but we want to give you quality visually, contextually, audio, everything. And as I'm working on how well I can convey myself, how interesting and fun the games can be, so working on personality quality as well and everything. Because that is the goal, is to just be great, to be amazing, to be something worth watching every single time. Now, not every video is something you care about. Like, not everyone cares about the foul play, which we had as a one-shot, like, not everyone's going to care about a beat-em-up, but for those who do, we gave you that. Not everyone cares about a face cam, but we at least have a face cam now with the Vulgar. Not everyone cares about strategy, but we have Dragon Commander, which is a very strategy and action-y kind of game right there. Not everyone cares for puzzles, but we have Antechamber, which is a very fun, interesting game, and hopefully able to turn some people's heads for that, because that is an interesting game there. There's no action to it, but it is a very interesting game. And then we have Smite, of course, so we got the mobile crowd there. We play a lot of games in a lot of areas, and that's just because of the way we are. That's the kind of person I am, is I play too many damn games. I go across the board on genres as well. I like platformers, I like first-person shooters, puzzlers, I like RPGs, everything. I play too dang much. Now, the only thing that I don't play is sports games, unless it's, has a twist to it. I'd rather watch it than play it, really, I think. Because I like the strategy I see there. But, that's what I do. I have a lot of game variety. And because of that, there's the purpose of this channel. Now, the channel, it's all about having fun, yes. We try to be entertaining or informative or both at the same time. That's what we try to do, and that's why we have such a variety to it. That's why we have the one-shots and everything. That's why we do so many LPs, just so many different things, because we want to bring attention to just interesting stuff going on. Foul Play is an interesting game. I do say I'm disappointed with it, but it's still an interesting game, so I just brought that to attention with that. Did that in the past with other one-shots, or just enjoyed games as well, like just enjoying Saints Row 4. That's what that one-shot was, just enjoying it, having fun with that one. Another one was just showing just other games like War Thunder. Like if you didn't know about this playing game, because I didn't know about it till it came out on Steam. So I'm like, wow, check out this game. This is pretty fun. I liked it a lot. And just other games like that, or like the double barrel edition for Serious Sam. That was just fun and ridiculous. I had to show off how ridiculous that game was. That was really ridiculous. That was a lot of fun. And so we just do stuff like that. Like, that is trying to be informative in that way, is just check out these games that are out there. Check out these games. Like, some of them are really fun, some of them are interesting, this or that. Just all over the place. That is an information side of things. Besides the information on Smite, where we give you the patch as soon as possible every time. And I put my opinion there of what I think there, and I will be right and wrong here and there, but I put a lot of thought into that. That patch video took 3 hours. Maybe even, no wait, I'm underestimating. That patch video took 5 hours. 3 hours was spent on some other things, but then 2 more hours for other things. And that's just making the thing. Some more time was spent by Jinx. That patch took the whole dang day to make, because of all the technical stuff we do with that. I was reading up, studying up on the patch and all this stuff, spent some time on that, reading it over, took a couple takes on that. Then we finally found a take I was happy with, that was fast and not too long and all this and that, but also very informative. And then we edit that out and all that stuff. And it just takes the whole day on a patch day to do that. The whole day is dedicated to that patch. So every Wednesday I am booked solid to work on the patch because of the nature of how it is, and also just because of the quality of the games. We're trying to make a game for you, and I had really bad experiences in the games I had, and we finally got, like, the 5th game was finally one worth showing. I was just having so many people angry at each other, and it's just not worth showing off. And it's the worst on a patch day when you want to just make a video that's good and show it. Other ones I have the whole week to try to make and have fun and give you guys the cream of those. But when it's a patch day, I gotta play and play and play until we get a really good video. And I'm proud of that Conquest video. I like that one. It went really long and we did a lot with it. We showed off Sun Wukong very well. And that's just the nature of it, is every video you see, just times that by like 5, and that's how long it took to make. Because we spend that much time on quality. Are we going too far on quality? Probably for the size that we are, but I feel it's good to get in the groove of it now instead of later. Because the bigger we get, the better the quality should be, and as long as we have a good standard already, that means our standard when we get there to the bigger size is just awesome. That's how I feel about it, is have your high standards at the beginning, and then eventually you'll get to the point where that should be expected. And that's what we're doing. Let's see if there's anything else to see here. Oh, Smite Leagues! Smite Leagues is interesting. So, Now, I talked about it a little bit. I did arena. I did 5 matches. I'm going to try to get into... I'm going to try my hardest to get into platinum. No, I'm going to try my hardest to get into diamond. So I'm going to do my best to stay in the top 100. There's about 1,000 something people. So top 20% is the top 200 people-ish. And that'll get into diamond. So I'm trying to get into diamond there. That way we have really good quality arena games. And then I'll try to do the same thing for conquest. The reason why I'm doing arena first and not conquest is because arena is more doable because of how much shorter that is. While conquest has the ability to go from 15 to an hour per game. And that is going to take a lot more time to do. So it's better to at least get one of these 2 leagues in before it's too late. And like I said, Tuesday's video is going to be... That is going to be my first league arena game, and it was pretty good. It was a very solid team makeup there. We did it very well. And just showing how that is. Now, league games are more slower paced, more strategic. And there's interesting stuff going on there. They're not as fun or exciting as casual because things get crazy in those. But it's very interesting to see different strategies and the slower pace of things when you're doing ranked games. So those will be fun to show off. But they're just a different nature. So we're going to have, of course, still casual games and ranked games. And I'm going to do a mix of both, and I will always show the best ones of them. Like, if I do a bunch of ranked games, I win a bunch of them, but none of them are really interesting or fun, then I'm not going to show those. I have some really good casuals, and I'll show those. And vice versa. That's the way it is. We do a lot, and then we pick what feels best. What was fun, what was interesting, what was informative, what will help people learn. That is always a goal here is... Smite has always been be entertaining, but also help people get better at the game. And that's by example. Showing things that you do well, and hopefully people will do even better than you after they see what you've done with it. That is really the plan there. That's why I do so many different builds, so many different meta ideas. That's why I don't follow the meta, because I want to explore what can be done, what could be better. Because the meta only works so far. There are always ideas that the meta didn't consider that can be even better. And that's why I don't just follow the meta. Following the meta will get you to the mid-level and further. But you see those people in the pro games where they're following the meta, but they do 1 or 2 things to break the meta, and they do really good with it. And that's what happens. You see that. You see following the meta to keep you in a good position, but break it a little bit to win it because you're doing something different and it surprises the other team. And you see that. So that's what we're trying to do with that. Let's see what else to talk about. Okay, Jinx has been playing a crap ton of Pokemon X and Y. I wish I could play that. I wish I had a DS and play that, but I don't, so I can't play it. But she's been enjoying it a lot. And she's been naming everything Namekins, so whatever Pokemon kins. That's what she's been naming everything. It's because she likes cute Pokemon. But here's something funny. She tried to name Weedle Weedlekins, and they won't let her because the word weed is in it. Are you kidding me with that? Are you kidding me with that? Same thing went for Kakuna. She tried to name it Kakunakins, and it wouldn't let her because of KAK. Apparently because Kak means something else. Well, it does, but come on, you have its name right there, and when we try to rename it, we're not allowed to? What is that about? That is weird. That is weird. What the heck is that about? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Jeez. Alright, okay, we're done talking about Smite, by the way. This is just personal and stuff at this point. A lot of work has been going into the channel. Like, I spent a lot of time on the channel. You know what, did anyone ask any questions? I should do that before I talk about just more stuff on the channel in general. So let me get to YouTube a second here. Check it out. Let's see here. Vlog. Sunday vlog. People were asking questions. I kept accidentally answering them because I forgot it's the vlog. Because like, I like answering questions. I like it when people ask questions because I like to answer them. I like comments. I like to reply to comments. I enjoy it a lot. I really like comments. Like, I like seeing comments. I like seeing subscribers. I like it when the channel's active. I really do. And I will just take the time to talk. And I do it. I don't do every single comment because then it's just gonna be me going ha or aha a lot. Let's see here. Yeah, I have I've played Infinite Crisis since the NDA, but I guess I should do at least a Sunday vlog of it. I'm a big fan of comics. I really like DC, but I don't know. The game could just be better to me. But we'll do a game and show it off. I hope my account still works. It's been a while. Stanley Parable. Now, I talked about this in the stream. Stanley Parable is an awesome game. At this point, we've gotten every ending. Me and Jinx both have, as far as I know. Jinx has as well. It's a very fun and awesome game. Now, my feeling is it should not be recorded. It's one of those games you should experience on your own. And there's also a demo of it. And the demo is the original game And there's a lot going on in just the demo. You get about 6 endings in that thing, while as the new version, you get a couple more endings, but you could still have a very enjoyable time with just the demo. It's very fun, because it used to be just a mod, after all. And Stanley Parable is just fun. It's very fun, very interesting idea there. I recommend it all the way. That is a very fun experience. And the game itself, like if you want to buy it, the current version, very fun experience as well. But you can always wait for a sale if you want to be frugal about it. That's fine. That's fine. The more money they get, of course, the more things they can make. But if you can't afford it, that's fine. If you can't afford it, that's fine. Just wait. I got no problem with that. Let's see about this one. Yeah, there's comments about the 25-0 Kali game and the Pentabaka. I love how we got a Pentabaka in the stream. That was awesome. That was beyond amazing. I really enjoyed how many games we played. We played a lot of games with viewers. Like almost every game was with viewers. The first two were warm-ups, but after that it was with playing with viewers, and we played with maybe 30 or 40 viewers, maybe even 50. We played with a lot of people in that stream, and that was great. And then we started doing 5v5s. I can't wait for 10v10 to come out, because if we can get 19 viewers together, we're going to do 10v10s in custom. We're going to do that, and that's going to be chaotic and beyond awesome. I can't wait for that. I really can't. And that's going to be just great. Just the best. Let's see here. Clow asked about me and Jinx doing dual commentary. Now, Jinx is, she likes doing the yellow boxes. She's more of a shyer person than I am. And that works out. And so she does the yellow boxes, and people enjoy the yellow boxes. She will not do a face cam and dual commentary. That's just who she is. Let's see here. Someone wants to do a mobile version of Man vs. Machine. That'd be interesting. I think it'd have to be pushing the cart. What else got here? Okay, I know there was one more question, and that question is from... Yeah, there's England. You're gonna make Hearthstone gameplay? I want to make Hearthstone gameplay! I want to make Hearthstone gameplay. Why? Because it looks like a lot of fun. Now, people tell me it is pay to win, in some ways it is, because you pay to not grind, basically, in Hearthstone. And I just want to play it. It looks like so much fun. I enjoy Magic, so I really want to play Hearthstone, and I'm not in the beta. I have been waiting forever. I'm still not in. And that just makes me so sad, because I want to play. I really want to play it. Just really want to play it. See, we're about 28 minutes, so let's give it 2 more minutes, and then we're done. So, let's see what else to talk about in this summary. What's going to happen this week is a bunch of Smites, more Dragon LP, more Antechamber, Volgar at the end. I finished Volgar. I played the whole thing, and that is, you're gonna have fun watching me rage a little bit, I'm sure. And it was just a very fun experience. Volgar is very fun. Jinx hates the hell out of me about how well I played the game, because it is a rage game, but I did pretty well, and I'm proud of that. I'm very proud of how well I did that game. There is more to that game that well, if we cover it, we'll cover it in stream. We're going to move on to something else after Volgar, I think. But Volgar was a lot of fun, and it was very difficult. I enjoyed it a lot. There's a mode to that game if you get perfect. Basically, if you get every single chest, there's an alternate version of every stage besides the first level that you unlock, and you only have limited lives in that version of it. And that's the way you get even more. That's how you get the better endings in the game. And that's interesting and cool, and I think we would try to stream that and not record it, because I get a feeling those would go for like hours and hours trying to do. So we're going to move on to something else after Volgar is over. And we've got to figure out what would be a fun face cam game. And probably, I think, move that face cam over to one of the 2 LPs after Antechamber Dragon's over. Because we are overloading right now with the Volgar and the extra stream videos. Because we're already at full capacity at 13, and we're making even more videos from the stream and all these other things. So we got to slow it down a little bit before we just, well, I'm fine burning out, but I never want to burn Jinx out. But we definitely need to slow it down before we re-wreck ourselves on accident, I think. So that's definitely something to consider there. Now, let's see, anything else? No, I think that's everything. So, I talked about a lot about what the channel is, and I talk about ambition a lot. And the channel exists for a lot of things. It exists because I like to create, and Jinx does as well, so it's something for us to create through, and we enjoy it a lot. Is it a hobby, or is it a career? Now, it is a hobby that becomes a career. You can't make it a career from the beginning, because you gotta eat. It is a lot of fun doing this, and a career in this would be a dream. And that is the goal and hope of this channel ultimately at the end of the day, but we know we're not going to get there overnight, so that's why we work so hard and so well at it. But the ambition is to be the best channel. We want to be the greatest channel ever. Now, we're not going to beat musical channels, or there's a lot of channels we're not going to beat, like people in the real world having channels. We're not going to beat those. Like, we're not going to beat Justin Bieber having a channel. He's exploding way the hell out there, and whatever future big stars in music or movies and all that, they have channels we'll never beat. I'm talking about gaming. Like, we want to be the greatest gaming channel. We want to be up there with everyone else and try to get beyond them. And that is a lofty goal, of course, but I think it's a worthwhile goal to try to do. Even if we do not succeed to be the best ever, the effort into doing so will show through, and we will give you just great videos to enjoy. I like making people smile. I really do, and this lets me do that. This channel lets me do that a lot, and I enjoy that because everyone, I get a lot of compliments. I like that. People enjoy the videos. They're like, I help people learn how to do better at the games. That's great. I've introduced people to games they never even thought of or even heard of. These are all great things. Being fun and enjoyable and informative in different ways. This is all awesome. This is all phenomenal. This is amazing and excellent. So many different words. I need a thesaurus. I am happy with this channel. Very happy with it. And I want to make it better every time. And we will. We've celebrated a first anniversary. We're going to celebrate our second one next year, of course. And we're going to be even better than we were this year. And we're going to be even better than next year and better than next year. Because we don't know how to stop. We don't. We believe in improving and doing better. Because that is the human condition, isn't it? Just always try to improve yourself. You always, as you go through life, you gain more knowledge, you get better at this and that. You get worse at other things, of course. You get better at something in some way. That's how we are. That's what we do. We learn. We gain. We become better. That is what we do as people. That is just what it is. I keep talking about the beauty of humanity. There's so many things. There's so many great things. And I'm going a little too far, but talking too much about this. But it's just, this is awesome. Sharing something that is so fun with other people. I love it so much. It's just so fun. And I can't wait to share with even more people every day. I love how we grow, how we just keep going. It's gradual. It's not some giant growth. But we gradually grow and get more people to share this with. That's the thing. Sharing. Sharing fun times together. Sharing information. Sharing discussions. Sharing all these things. Sharing. That's the internet itself, is sharing everything. Sharing so much information. Visually, audially, intellectually, contextually. All these things.
Still alive, are we?
And that is a special thing. I love this. I am happy to be alive at the time I am because there's just so much going on here. So many things to experience and to share. That key word there, share. And I've gone long enough on this one. That's enough of talking about everything. Now, so that's the end of the vlog. I had a lot of fun with this. Hopefully we'll do the stream on Monday. Most likely we'll just be Smite, although I would enjoy doing other things. Halloween's almost here. Shoot. I gotta find a game. And this is just gonna add more work to us. But I gotta find a game for us to play Halloween style. And release it then. And maybe it'll be more than one episode long. I don't know how long it'll be. But we definitely gotta make something for Halloween. I would love to... You don't want to stream on Halloween because you should go out and have fun on Halloween. And also because those who will be streaming on Halloween, there's going to be oversaturation of that. So we'll do videos for that, and you can see it anytime you want, Halloween if you want. And we'll find some game that'll be fun and scary and creepy or whatever. Whatever, as much of the criteria we can fill. I don't know. Right now I'm thinking maybe the Don't Starve Scary mod. But maybe that's not the one we'll do. We'll do something else. Who knows? But we'll see what we do for the Halloween, and I'm looking forward to it. I look forward to every day. Every freaking day on this channel. I love it so much. I love sharing with you guys. It is just so much fun. So I'll just stop now before I just keep talking about it. So that is the vlog. I had fun talking. Hope you had fun watching and listening. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.